My name's Leslie and I'm a retail pharmacist. On a daily basis we dispense narcotic opioid pain medications. It's about 25% of the prescriptions that we dispense in a day. So we go through a certain process in order to legally and safely dispense them to patients based on the way that the doctors prescribe them. There's a new monitoring program that was put in place in Pennsylvania. A lot of states have similar ones. It's called the Pennsylvania Prescription Drug Monitoring Program. It's an online website that we go on, that when we receive a prescription to fill, we go in and we type in a patient's name and date of birth, and it brings up any controlled substance that they've had filled in the state of Pennsylvania. Recently, this summer, it allowed us to interface with other states. So prior to that, we couldn't tell if they were getting things filled in other states, which being in the tri-state area, it's easy to go to another state to get something filled. So now we can see, it's hooked up with 13 other states right now, but New York and Ohio, most importantly, because they're the closest ones. So we can kind of keep a better eye on things if people are trying to fill more things than they should. If something does come up as a red flag or just seems not right, first and foremost, I would call the doctor, trying not to get into too much of, confrontation with anyone, just making sure something's okay before I even bring it up. At that point, if I can't get a hold of the doctor or I just don't feel comfortable filling it, I will just give it to the patient and tell them that we just can't fill it for them. Tell them why we don't feel comfortable, and generally they just leave. Most people don't really argue. If they really are doing something they shouldn't, they usually just leave. It could be anyone. I mean, age, gender. I think more recently it's been a younger sort of demographic, maybe like 20s to 30s is the frequent, but it definitely could be anyone. It's very easy that once that prescription has been, legally started and for a purposeful reason, that it can easily just escalate from there to an abuse or, a dependence.